Miami Dolphins, and it's all up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we... Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. In motion goes the tight end. Second down, they go again with Henry. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 69 yards. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Ready. Hey, 21 TA. Let's go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Go ahead. Out.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Cover 2.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Jackson going to change things up a bit. In motion, the tight end. Henry again on 2nd down. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll change things up.
Hey, come on.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw is Jackson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 4th down.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Tua.
That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham Jr.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down.
Turbo 3, kick. Whoa.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. He dumps it off for Henry.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Change it.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Achane going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
13.
From the gun, Jackson. And Walker has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Middle. Get out. Yeah. Report. No, we changed it.
Jackson. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached half.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Hey, 21, TA. Let's go. Set.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill.
Now 3rd down and 7.
20, TX.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. You at A.
They go play action now. Jackson. Right side and caught by Kohler.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Jackson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
20, TX. Yeah.
Now back to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Hey, 21 TX.
From the gun, it's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Tua to throw again. He finds his target, Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Tua going to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
21G, 21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40.
44, ready.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
20, TX. Step. Long. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Watson, Oscar. Turbo 1, high.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Anthony Schwartz.
36 yards.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Change it.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Hey, report. 13.
Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
To throw is Jackson. Going deep for Walker. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle. Go ahead. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down carry for Henry. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And not only that, now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, ready. Hey, 21 TA. Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
That's swung out to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Go ahead.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Throwing Tua.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them.
Ready.
4th and 2.
21G, 21G. 20, TX.
Now Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Here we go. 1st and goal.
All right, come on. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tua. Mostert.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Go ahead.
Tua. One more time with Mostert.
And this time he is in.
Raheem Mostert.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 21-16. A minute 16 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Jackson.
Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Jackson. That is caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One last shot for Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Down the right sideline.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Forward pass. Offense.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
So they tried to tack on two more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like...
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. And it's coming up next.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up as he got forward for maybe a yard, and it's 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
King, Phil King. Phil King. Hey, 73, 73. Kyle left Yanni. Kyle left Yanni. Hey, Silver.
Hurts. And that one to the right side and incomplete. And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Kyle left Yanni. Go. Kyle left Yanni.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
63. Go Silver, ready? Kyle left Yanni.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Philadelphia! And even 30 yards for Kenneth Gainwell. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all? I think you earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3.
Ready. Scat. Whoa. Hey. Ready.
Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
63 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Now a 3rd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
73.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Cover 2. Watson, Oscar.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out right at the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
All right. Number 1, high.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
All right, fellas, listen up. Hey, 21 TA. Help!
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Dancing to his left.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught inside the 5. Well, all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Miami. Hey. Yeti. Hey, 73.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
From the gun, it's Hurts. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Go ahead.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
63. Go Silver, ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
20, TX.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
73, 73. Hey. Get it, get it. Delta.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, Silver.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Turbo 3, kick.
Hill going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Ready, shot.
Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Solo left Zion. Out.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Get safe. Go ahead.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Watch it, Oscar. Turbo 1, high. Hey, 21 TA. Out.
Here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Go ahead. Out.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, get safe. Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First target, first catch, and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, come on. Hey. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's caught. Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
63. Go Silver, ready? Crowd left, Yanni. Hey.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to pass. Tua.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
53 yards.
And the Dolphins used a big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Hey, 21G, 21G.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're right here. What?
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
The kick by Sanders is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
61 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things down.
And now here's another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Watch it, Oscar. Turbo 1, high. Check.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 4.
32 stinger. Ready.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
He gets away from one. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Ready.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and goal, Tua.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Mostert.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, Silver.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being so the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Hey!
Hurts will throw.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
35 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Let's go. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jalen Carter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense,
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
14. Super.
Here's Goff.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Solo left Zion. Solo left.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
It's safe. Go ahead.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Hey. Corner, long. Hey.
Now Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Go ahead. East right, snow. Ready,
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it's Mostert. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
70 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Get set. Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high.
In motion, Hill.
What?
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's Tua. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hey! Solo left Zion. Watching Oscar.
Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
All right. Hey, turbo one. 21G. Ready, set.
They hand it off to Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
All right, fellas, listen up. Turbo one, high. Hey, 21 T8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Listen. Hard ball.
Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tiger. Go tonight.
Back to throw, Goff.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
76, tell him. 76. Hell, you won. Hey, let's go. 12.
Here's Goff.
It's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 7.
Now it's gone.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. 3rd down and 6.
Four down. 2 for 1. Hey, kill.
Gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
11. Hey, 76.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
5.
Goff now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
17. Whirling. Hey, 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
5. What? Hold on. Check. What's up?
Now Goff. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Hey.
Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
82 yards.
and the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now looks to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Shreds it with a stiff. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Now you won. We go 76. 76. 2 for 66. Obama. Hey, lift.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
21G, 21G, 20, TX. Out.
From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two. Ready.
This is Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's right, no. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Breaks a tackle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from the 1.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This is a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw is gone. Escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Here's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Second and a couple. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Now gone.
That is caught by Laporta.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Go, go. Listen. Set.
Goff throwing again. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
Gibbs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Gibbs again. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Hey, get set. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Second and 11 now.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 40.
Tiger.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So that interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smart. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
60 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
76, tell him. 76. 70.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. 12. Value three.
Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 6. In motion goes Raymond.
Super one. Hey, kill. Ric Flair.
Goff now looking to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing again is Goff. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Hey, 76. Cut. Super one. Super five. Cut.
Goff now to throw.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Miami set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now Tua. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
17. Whirling. What's up?
After the interception, here's Goff. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
5. Hold on. DC. Orange.
Goff. Under pressure, they got him again. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Hardball. Shell. DC.
Back to throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
Super 66. Obama.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lift. Cut. We're good. Cut.
Gone.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Maverick. 14. Super.
Now it's gone. Flushed out right.
That's complete to Laporta.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Tua sets up to pass it.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Tua on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Ready. Hey. Solo left Zion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play.
All right.
But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Turbo 1, high. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 21 TA. Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle
28 yards.
And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough.